I thought I'd film this story right from the get-go. This is the first moment I've sat in the car. I've just rigged the camera and I'm just going to get familiar with the car and give you my first impressions. The whole car has got that feeling of a clean sheet of paper design. It doesn't feel like a regular BMW because it doesn't have that driver-centric sort of focus to the dash and controls layout. And to be fair, there's hardly any controls. There's looks like a transmission selector up here with the start-stop button, blinkers and things conventional, heating, ventilation and controls, and watch out, here comes BMW man. Yeah, so it's all really good actually, you know, really good. Hello Ed.
Hey Blue, how are you?
This is Ed Finn from BMW. He's here to show me how to use this thing.
Well, I was going to say, Blue, welcome to the future.
And so this is your drive selector up here?
Correct, so that's the one first change that a lot of people notice between this and a conventional BMW, is that the transmission has moved sort of from your conventional area up onto the right hand side up there.
Back to 3 on the tree, eh? Yeah, so an electric park brake, will that disengage automatically as we move off?
It can do, yeah. Well, once we've gone through to drive, and we can push it down anyway, either or. And
stand by for liftoff.
To right.
Oh, we're moving. Where's the noise?
Very quiet, isn't it?
It is. Ooh, that's kind of spooky. Wow, a lot of regenerative braking.
You see, we've only gone 20 metres and that's the first thing you notice, isn't
it?
Yeah. As soon as you lift off.
I don't know if I'll ever going to use that brake pedal. There is one, isn't there?
There is one, but that's part of the whole challenge with this one pedal drive experience. It certainly saves on any cost to do with brake pads. So I'd suggest maybe once we get out around here, we might like to find an on-ramp. We could see what the acceleration is.
Might we?
Why not?
He's like a proud father, isn't he? Hey? He just wants to show off.
Well, I tell you what, this is the one car out of our whole range. If I had to go to a meeting in the city, this is the car I'd take. It would be at the top of my list. Just manoeuvrability, it can park in minute spaces. The turning circle on the car is phenomenal. It's got that really nice little electric whir to it as well.
Yeah, I thought that was you, actually. It was whirring away. Yeah, it's, yes, it is quite addictive. Right, Ed's gone. Now I can tell you what it's really like. It's actually really bloody good. It's certainly very responsive to the throttle pedal, as you can see. Yeah, really responsive to the throttle pedal. And that removal of an engine that kind of loads up in a transmission that may drop a gear to provide more urgent response, it's all taken away. So it's very quick to pick up speed. Yeah, I like it. You know, I've only been driving it for a day or so, but already I do look at other cars and think, what a weird way of going about it. A big heavy lump of metal that makes so much noise and grunts and groans and needs to change through gears to make any sort of progress. Whereas this thing, I hop in, hit a couple of buttons, put my foot on one pedal, and it's away. And it's quiet, and it's fast. It can pick up speed very quickly. Rather than 0 to 100, which is not really a city car's prime way of doing things, it's that 15 to 50. So let's go 15 to 50, very quick. I charged the car last night at home and it took about, I don't know, probably 6 or 8 hours from a pretty low start position through to a full charge, and that's just on the regular household power through a 3-pin plug that comes with the car. There's also this alternative range extender, as they call it, which is a 650cc 2-cylinder motorcycle engine, petrol engine, which when the battery gets down to sort of 5% of its range capability, the petrol motor starts up by itself and is used to charge the batteries. It never powers the road wheels, it simply powers the batteries which feed the motor that power the road wheels. The decor in here is called Lodge. It's very much like what I imagine a Swedish sauna would look like. It's got this bamboo wood finish, and it's nice to the feel. It's got a nice organic kind of tone to the entire interior, and it sits well with the vehicle's eco credentials. The whole vehicle seems to be designed to appeal to those sorts of sensitivities. It feels modern inside. Again, I've just found this roll-on acceleration so addictive. I'm just going to give another crack at it because I just want you to try and hear it, and well, not hear it, and see it on the speedo. So here we go. So we just went from about 40 to 80 quietly. It's bizarre. I was skeptical about electric cars. I've got to say, I didn't want to like an electric car because to me it was taking away a lot of that familiarity with what motoring's about, the sound and the kind of the smell and the rumbling and the shaking and all those things. If my motoring experience was going to be devoid of all that, then what was going to be left? Well, this car, the i3, has changed my mind about what motoring can be about. People expect it to be slow. They expect it to be kind of cumbersome and dinky. Well, it's not dinky. It's small. Physically, it's quite small, and it looks very narrow, and it sits high, and it's got these little 155 width tires, so it does look kind of challenging. But when you drive it, as I say, it corners very flatly because those lithium ion batteries are right down low and they're between the axles, so it turns very responsively, very quickly. And the speed that it can pick up from a rolling start is just phenomenal. And I've got to say, I've embarrassed a few cars who probably thought, well, we'll just give this little electric car a go, and literally just smoked them. And it's all those little subtle pieces of engineering, like the way that the throttle is so infinitely tunable, and the way the brakes are so well modulated when you do use them, which is seldom. And it's all those nuances and subtleties that really have swayed me to the i3. I never expected to be an enthusiast for an electric vehicle, but this car has made me one. And I mean, look at that.